was a very controversial video that we began to discuss over on GMP VIP, and I'm going to go there for a quiz question in just a moment. But our Rich Journey have been at it again with a somewhat clickbaity video. Avoid buying Lisbon real estate. They are anticipating a crash in the capital. What say you, Vitor, about what's going on with property up there in the north at the moment?
What I say is that do the math. And people, I've seen a lot of people not buy or a lot of people not sell because of what someone else says. Here's how I see it. If you're looking, for example, to invest in real estate, right, buy a property to cash flow and whatever, do the math. Doesn't matter if the market's going to go up, going to go down. If you see a property, you do the numbers. If I can buy it for this, I can repair it for this, I can rent it out for about this or that, or I can resell it for this amount. If the numbers make sense to you and you put, the adequate contingencies into place, then it's a good deal. Yeah. If you're buying for yourself and it's like, hey, I have this much money, this property fits me, and even if you pay maybe a bit over market price or whatever it could be, but that is a home that you really like, then go for it. Yes.
And then it doesn't matter if the value drops because you're living in it. You're not looking to sell it.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. Yeah. Like there's this idea that most people say that a home is an asset. And I mean, it can be, but that's usually when you sell it, if you sell it. Because many people buy the home and live in there. Like, it doesn't really matter much if your home is now worth $2 million and tomorrow it's going to worth 500,000 and fluctuate, unless you think about selling or refinancing or something like that. It doesn't really matter. But if it does, then do the math. If the math makes sense, move ahead. So we've now, in terms of the market itself, we do feel like we're slightly coming down from a seller's market towards a buyer's market. What does this mean? A seller's market is when you have roughly under 5 months worth of stock. So let's say you have 1,000 properties on the market, right? And per month, you're selling about 250. So that means you have about 4 months worth of supply. So as if you have under 5 months, that's usually called a seller's market, which means that properties tend to go for higher. You'll tend to have to compromise a bit more, pay a higher price to get the same property. We feel like we're starting to shift towards a buyer's market, and usually that shift is rather quick. It only lasts a few months on average. Going to start being more supply, and prices might go down. But then again, every time something like this happens, the banks, the governments, whatever, they find other ways to keep inflating the balloon before it pops. So we feel like the market should start correcting and coming down. But at the same time, I won't be surprised if it doesn't, if it keeps inflating before it bursts.
Yeah, that's a Portuguese thing, isn't it? And there was a very good discussion unfolding about the Our Rich Journey video, which on balance would seem to be a little bit clickbaity, and a lot of people taking their ideas to task over there. Where we have a quiz question this morning that I'd like you both to answer as well. But thank you for that, Vitor. Just picking up on one little thread within there. Does that mean that there is more supply in the north of Portugal? Are there signs of more properties coming onto the market or newly renovated properties? Where is this supply coming from?
Well, we do have a new listing and a few others that are going to pop up on the market. We don't have pictures yet because there hasn't been a really good weather. Otherwise, I would show you. But they're really nice properties. The one listing we already have signed is in Estorão, here close to Ponte de Lima. Very close to the natural lagoons, the park. Really nice place, going for close to 600,000. A 4-bedroom, really nice. I'll show you later. Now, in terms of properties itself, I mean, we've been noticing on our case in particular, it's been people who have struggled to sell their property, either they had with other agencies or whatever, and nothing really happened, or people who decided to sell their property, noticed that we had something different going on for us, contacted us, and working on there. So, but we still have to test it. It feels like that might start being a trend, that a lot of properties here don't really sell because, usually it's either the price is too high or the promotion and pictures and everything isn't too good, which is the most common thing. But people sell for many reasons. And now,
perhaps people are thinking they want to get moving with the sales. So there is more property movement and people being a bit more realistic about their pricing. Very interesting. Thank you. A bit of balance in Rich Journey's favor here. In all fairness, says T-Duck, the Rich Journey video was specific to Lisbon. Yeah, fair point, T-Duck, where there is a surplus of properties on the market and a lot of new construction in the pipeline, as you would expect in the capital. So thank you for that note of fairness there.